Wait, there's something also want to introduce you on here. I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to share with you. Like in it's called what, season 3, Life with Kelly Khumalo, season 3. Kelly Khumalo breaks down and say she misses Senzo Meyiwa. Senzo Meyiwa died in this manner, and Senzo Meyiwa left her on this world. You know what I'm saying? She's just giving us this idea, an idea that is contrary to the evidence provided, or an evidence that has been provided in court by Colonel Lambasta Stein when he says that, remember the two SMSs, the SMSs that paint a picture that she did not like Senzo Meyiwa, right? Remember Tumelo was asked about it, he wouldn't comment about it. Remember Mthokozisi was asked about it, he wouldn't comment about it. In fact, Mthokozisi goes as far as saying, insinuating something by saying, you know what, I don't want to talk about that relationship because if I will start, I will never end. He says, I don't want to. The manner in which Mthokozisi said it, he said it in a manner that sounds sarcastic, a manner that sounds ridiculing the relationship, a manner that when you were looking at his response, he's like, this relationship was never a good relationship, right? What we're doing here, we are building something, and you will only understand what we are doing on the later stage, where we shall bring other information and say, remember episode so and so, where we were talking about this, what was happening in episode so and so, it is now coming up on episode so and so. So we will be cross-referencing all of these things. Don't worry, we're still going to follow Ulongo Twala. There's something about Longo Twala that needs to be followed, right? And I told you guys that should you have any information that you wish to share with me, feel free, just share that information with me, right? And so we're still going to follow all the people that are involved in the Meyiwa case. We're still going to follow them one by one. Just that now we have started a series on Kelly Khumalo, but we're still going to follow them all one by one. I'm very keen to this one. I'm very patient, and I'm going to take this step nicely. But it's a marathon that I want us to take. It's a journey that I want us to take. It's going to be nice. Don't worry. Don't you dare worrying. It's going to be nice, right? And so, yeah. In this episode, I just want to look at the idea of a relationship between Kelly Khumalo introduces us to the idea of a relationship that he had with Senzo Meyiwa. She paints a picture of a relationship that was so romantical, nice. Remember, this is the very same person that says that Senzo Meyiwa was willing to live his life and leave his wife for me, painting the narrative that Senzo Meyiwa was so in love with her. But also, I'm so in love with you that I put it to you that you do the following. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contributing to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay. That's it. All works and no play can be a dangerous thing in the long run. Kelly shows this too well, and that's why she decided to leave Johannesburg for a few days and left her down. The singer, her mother, children, friend Wanda took a trip to Val. The plan was to relax, get away from all the noise, The mother of two explained, I had to invite Wanda after a week of everything that we have gone through. I felt it will be nice. It would be a nice thing to do. I have been up and down, chasing paper and building that. Look, if I'm not building that, I'm shooting that. So this is perfect. Well, things didn't go as planned because the morning after they got to the house, Wanda and Kelly got into an argument. Okay, that is how the season 3 went. There's something that she's being asked to do, and please pay attention to this one. This was triggered by the fact that Kelly decided to sleep late and Wanda felt neglected. We are all drinking the night before. Granted, I get it. So we came there for a very limited time. We arrived there late, so I'm expecting to have more time with Kelly and everybody else, Wanda says. Because Kelly planned the outing, Wanda expected her to be present. But now I feel like we are not having this experience, so I got frustrated. She confronted Kelly Khumalo. Did you experience anything with me here? I'm leaving tomorrow. We haven't talked. Kelly didn't understand and kept reminding Wanda that she's her best friend. What have you learned about Kelly Khumalo? Just here. When I looked at this, I said to myself, this is so interesting. Just this one. What have you learned about Kelly Khumalo? You're going to have to tell me. This one, I'm not going to unpack it for you. But there's something about her character that is being revealed here. But let me finish this one. I'm not going to feel bad for wanting you to behave certain way that, at this specific moment, Wanda shared. Okay? Okay. So then again, we were told that the argument escalated. Listen to this one. Remember, the aim is to get into Kelly Khumalo and understand her character. Listen to this one. Before anyone woke up, I went to her room. Kelly said to her, Wanda still made it clear that even after that happened, Kelly wasn't in a position to talk. You were not in a good condition, right? Then I said, let me give you time to rest. I'm trying to have a moment with you because I'm leaving. Kelly apologized and gave Wanda a hug. Did the hug help? Not really. I got irritated, Wanda said. And then again, this moment was leading to something very important. Kelly Khumalo was asleep. Pay attention to that. She's asleep in a trip that she's supposed to be out there. And she's now being confronted and she's being confronted and said, yeah, whoa, let's hold you accountable. Look at how the table turns from Kelly Khumalo that is not being present to Kelly Khumalo that is invited people over, but she's not spending time with them. This reminds me of something similar during the time of the passing of Senzo Meyiwa. If you remember the testimony given by Khumalo, he tells a story that when they go to the Malbatin house, Kelly Khumalo locked herself up in the house. We are seeing that same thing here, right? She wouldn't talk to them, if you remember vividly. Now, the next phase, it takes us somewhere. It says this escalated an argument because it turns into which friend was more drunk. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not better than anybody at this point. I feel like, you know what? I want to be honest with you. I want to have a moment with you, not with anything that is going to disturb this communication. Wanda feels like Kelly Khumalo is absent here, right? But don't worry, I'm taking you somewhere slowly but surely. I'm taking you, and I know you were saying, Boss, but how does that relate to Senzo Meyiwa case? Just this one, we have arrived at the point where it relates exactly to the Senzo Meyiwa. It seems like Wanda had a lot of things to get off her chest about their friendship. This led Kelly Khumalo breaking down, telling Wanda, listen carefully, the time that you needed out of life, I needed it too. I'm tired, friend. I'm tired, says Kelly Khumalo. So why are you tired? The two friends held on each other as Kelly kept mentioning how tired she was. Now, listen to this one. Senzo will have, he will have left me. He could have left me. He could have left me. He could have dumped me, but he chose to die and leave me in this shit. I live with it every day. Kelly says, I doesn't even know where Senzo was buried. Yes, I feel him every day. I don't know where he is resting. Now, I'm going to take you back. Remember, the purpose of it is to take you... Now, do you remember the revelation coming from Colonel Lambasta Stein? It says that there was an SMS that was sent by Kelly Khumalo to Zandi Khumalo. The first SMS, I may not give you these SMSs in its chronological order, but there are two SMSs that makes us worry. Now, you're going to take these two SMSs and compare them here, and compare them with the what I've just shared with you now. The first SMS says she feels like Senzo Meyiwa has brought a dark cloud on her family. She feels like the presence of Senzo Meyiwa is not doing justice to her. That's the first thing that I want you to remember. The second thing, that's like the SMS says, sent from Kelly to Zandi, it says, I can almost not forgive myself. I can almost not forgive myself if I will not succeed to get rid of him. That is Senzo Meyiwa. Now, two SMSs. One, it's an expression of where Kelly Khumalo feels that the presence of Senzo Meyiwa in their life is bringing a dark cloud. Senzo Meyiwa's presence is not welcomed by these two. She even goes as far as saying she feels like having Senzo Meyiwa in her life is a punishment. The second SMS speaks about how much she want to get rid of Senzo Meyiwa, right? Then, out of these two, you have now, she goes into a show, she creates a second narrative. The narrative is that she was super in love. Remember on another video, I showed you that she said, she created a narrative that Senzo Meyiwa loved her. You know what I'm saying? Senzo Meyiwa was, you know what I'm saying? Now, in this show, she's creating the other version to say she reciprocated that love. That's the version that we are getting here. But then, despite the two versions of love, where Zandi Khumalo painted a narrative that Kelly Khumalo and Zandi Khumalo were in love, they painted that narrative, right? Having painted that narrative, right? It says that how much Senzo Meyiwa wanted to marry her, right? Having these two versions of love, Juliet and Romeo and Juliet, right? Then there is this too. There is something that is very consistent with Kelly Khumalo. She keeps giving us two versions of her love. One, we were given by the police, right? That she did not love Senzo Meyiwa, right? And maybe this is an introduction to a certain video, but don't worry. One is that we were given by the police told us that these are the SMSs that says to us she hated Senzo Meyiwa. Then she goes on and create a narrative that she loves Senzo Meyiwa. We are going to look which one should we believe. But nevertheless, we are moving to the next the other episode where we will talk about Kelly Khumalo having two characters. Kelly Khumalo is a person that has got a dual character. When she likes, she takes the character of a Christian. When she likes, she takes the character of being a non-Christian. But we're going to explore that. When we do so, please remember this episode, because this episode then explains Kelly Khumalo better. And when I do so, you will have understood that we've been building this. Here we get to see that there are two types of Kelly Khumalo. One that hates Senzo Meyiwa and one that loves Senzo Meyiwa. Which one do you believe in?